wanted to share with you from my lovely catalog that I created last year that breaks down, just goes over the different offerings that I provide for each sector, but also a explanation. So I wanted to share with you this as well. So Chakra Doula tea is a came to curation as a truth and as a kind of like a beacon call for support in a way that was needed and didn't know that it could be identified with a word and a role in the doula work. There has been simultaneous healing and growth and birth that is realized, I believe, amongst myself with every single connection that I work with, but also amongst the women, the families, the manifestations that come through that are reminded. It is so crucial to honor and to know that you are worthy of support. You are worthy of support, especially in the sense in when you decide and want to embark on expanding beings from your energy, right? So when you intentionally, and I believe as people get older, their intentionality around becoming parents is very apparent. Is very intentional, it's very curated, and often that is something that in Western med, in that type of science, did you know that if you're over 35, it's considered a geriatric pregnancy? They already have you considered high risk because they consider a 35 and older at being high risk for like Downs and so many other morbid factors that affect babies, that they say, like, you know, mom's too old, and that becomes a problem. I think that, first of all, I hate that type of communication when it comes to womb work, when it comes to this space, because it is literally your earth, your atmosphere, and your sun energy of your chakras. Your womb chakras, everyone has a womb chakra. So your womb chakra is your root chakra, which is your earth, your sacral chakra, which is your water, and your solar plexus, which is your fire. These three elements create, literally, like if you think about incubating, you need warmth, you need safety, you need nutrients, nourishment, energy, all the same thing. We all have this incubator space of energy of our own that we decide to, that we have the opportunity to birth daily. And I just want to remind you of that. Like, you don't have to literally have a womb, Western med womb, to say that you have a womb chakra, because we all have womb chakras, and it's just really, really important that I reiterate that, because people don't understand that. And that's why, like, Chakra Doula is such a powerful entity, and why it doesn't just support women. It's not just supporting if you are pregnant, why it can branch into impeding death, because there is this space within you that when you are nurtured, when someone comes to your garden and helps you pull weeds, when someone comes to your garden and helps you plant seeds, when someone comes to your garden and helps you harvest, that connection, that support, words can't describe. Support does a doula's role, not even a blink of an eye in light speed's time. Does it make sense? Does it feel what it is that is being done? What is being curated? What space is being held? What energy work that is so different because, for example, you can use Reiki during a birth, you can use Reiki during sessions, prenatal, but there is still a power, a raw, literal life force energy that comes from a womb chakra that needs to be balanced, that needs life energy in the sense of you understand. And there's different ways to display, to show, to gain understanding. So there's a fit for every doula, for every client looking for a doula, every person looking for someone to connect with. There is a zing that just has to happen that allows, because there's such a safety, there's such a vulnerability, there is such a, I don't know what to even anticipate, but I know I'm going to need help. And when you step past that anticipation, when you step into that knowing that you are, especially when you are like on the proactive side of requesting help, you set your environment very differently than I feel like a mom who, like I had the opportunity to work at a hospital and just be some random lady's doula every single time I had a shift. And that might work for some, but that's not the like crash course experience I want to have, because I am very aware and bring light always to the big things that are happening that are so easily overlooked because they are overwhelming. They are eye-opening, third eye-opening, and people aren't always ready to see that. So people aren't always ready to experience that. People don't want to experience that when they could have never been prepared for the level of pain that birth was. And I just want to say that it's been rocket of a time. It has been, I need one of those rings that just keeps holding more and more baby names, because for real, it has been, a journey, and I really get to that because I feel like so much on doula work is focused on prenatal and birth, and you need a village for life, baby. You need a village before you bring anything tangible. You need a village while you're nurturing that, while you're incubating that. You need it during the ladder climb and descend and return. You need that for when they get older. There is a true, honest, and I can never lie about the need and requirement of support in my space of motherhood. And I don't have a newborn. I feel like I have gained some more understanding and less judgment in regards of not knowing your tipping point, not knowing that aspect, because a doula is different than your family. A doula is different than your partner, than your mother, than your sister, than your brother. Your doula is one that's intended to, one, anticipate your needs based on the discussions and blueprints that you have laid, and they also have this non-bias that's very different than anyone else in the room, even down to mom. There is a loyalty and a duty that a doula taps into and checks in with every person that they're supporting. And especially when that chakra bridge is being climbed, And from our root to our crown, to then the baby's upside down crown to root, is their roots are in the womb. So that share and how that's looked at is so crucial. These different offerings that I do have for Chakra Doula, they all came from answering the calls of my womb. So my fun fact, this is not my first earthly rotation. I have been doing this for a while, and especially this work, and there's something that is so divine and so answered when I just step right into it. So I just want to share a little bit. And we have the root, sacral, and solar plexus trinity, joining awareness and intentional rituals that heal self, ancestors, and descendants. And I think it's time. We all have support that's needed. We all have different assignments that are needed because we are all uniquely different, and so are our kids. So that's important. We have some different type of, so first and foremost, I want to talk about these freaking sessions. So I have a first trimester package, a second trimester package, and a third trimester package. These packages, when I say it doesn't get better than this, the way that you will be so aligned, I know humbly and truthfully and surely that the way that I organize this, your birth, everything will go as planned. There is a way that every single session, from yoga to Reiki to sound to body work, all has a different, you sound like one. Your birth plans are all different. Your goals are all different. What you're gonna do after is all different. And just shop around. Let the people in your life, and this is where I'm gonna get to a close, let the people in your life in regards to your support when you're expanding your family with the aspect, let and evaluate them in truth and honor about, do they respect what it is that you want? Do they respect what it is that you want? And I challenge you to what you desire, what you need, what you are worthy of, all of that. Do they respect that? Because do they respect your peace, and do they respect your privacy and your vulnerability? Because those things, like, to truly know and to fathom and imagine, like, that's a different type of support, and I don't know if I need that kind. It's okay to have a doula too. Let those people do what they do greatest. Sometimes, and it's very true, sometimes you really like the way y'all shoot in the gym, but you really don't feel supported when it comes to you at the, you know what I mean? When you got, it's game point, and you at the foul line, and you don't want that type of pep talk. That's real life. But you need to communicate, talk. Big defense, big offense. So I just want to say, Ashe, Ashe, have a great day. This is the introduction of Chakra Doula. We have great things coming up. Stay tuned. We have from birth plans to movements and meditations and more sounds and more chats and more divinity. So I just want to say thank you. That was a lot of people who tuned in, and I was not able to see you, so I just want to say thank you to everybody. Let me just run this down real quick. We have In Deep, we have John, we got 50-50, we got ID, Miracle Spicy ID again, John Tate Cousin, MD, Benjamin, John, Agent, Silencer, Nalu, Alex, Curtis, Devon, Nyasi, Shadera, DJ, ID Garden, Jake, Dog, Lovely, Ayuba, Alright Cousin, Scottish Teams, Bexo, ID, Hearts, Mazeme, Turkish, ID 892, Lit, So I'm now going to close this. Ashe, Ashe, have a great day. You ready to eat, Lo? Come on, let's eat something. I wanted to stream. You want to stream Damon?
On what?
On there. Oh, you didn't bring it up?